Welcome, sports fans, to Alumni Stadium. I am Jack Hamilton Smith here with WCTV for coverage of Shawsheen Tech's girls varsity lacrosse game today. We are so excited for this matchup with Dracut Middies girls lacrosse, as we get set with our starting lineup and we are tagging in our players, getting fired up. I want to go ahead and shout out our single ref today. We got a one ref game going on due to, I think, understaffed refs. So we are getting prepared for the Dracut versus Shawsheen Tech game. I just want to go ahead and shout out the goalie for Shawsheen Tech. That is Leah Bucci. Goalie number 00. That's the best number for a goalie, to be rocking the 00 score. We want to give out some credit because the Shawsheen Valley Tech girls are 9-2 on the season, so running a positive record, going up against Dracut, who is 4-7 so far, is going to be a matchup nightmare for Dracut coming home or coming here on the road and playing at Alumni Stadium where things get intense. Shawsheen Tech doesn't like to hold back, so we want to see how this plays out. We want to go ahead and shout out the goalie for Dracut as well. That is Olivia Derisoo. There's a wonderful last name, and she is a senior on this Dracut team. As we get loaded up for this game today, we are getting the Dracut lineup out on the field. It is an important game day here. We got a doubleheader for Shawsheen Tech, so if you love lacrosse, this is the place to be. While we got some time getting the players on the field, we are going to go ahead and shout out the captains. So that's Ava Noble, a Midi senior, as well as Sarah Salter, another Midi senior, and of course Valentina Mosquera. She is holding down the defensive line, the final senior here for the captain's lineup. And of course the captains for Dracut are Ava O'Brien and Kayla Doobie. Now the players are getting out on the field today. We are hoping to see some really great lacrosse here. Key points of the game are going to be finding the open man, passing to the proper teammate, and spreading out the defense. Of course, our hope here is to see our girl, Leah Bucci, with another shutout. That would be ideal. I think she's given up maybe 1 or 2 goals over the last couple games. So, you know, it's going to be a really fun affair here. And there was a slight delay on the game, of course. Like I mentioned, we only had one ref here, but I think they were assuming another ref was going to show up. But as to not hold off, we're going to go ahead and get the game started with just one ref. So we'll be respectful for the calls, as, you know, only 2 set of eyes can play it out. Dracut has a ton of energy going right now. They are fired up to be here, which is always really exciting. Again, you always know coming into Shawsheen that you're going to be playing kind of as the underdog, which is exactly why you come out here and you send a message to the Rams that you're not afraid. The Middies got it in them. But as we wait here, as they're warming up, getting their passes nice and clean, we'll go ahead and shout out the people that bring WCTV to you. WCTV is powered by Critical Mass Solar, Austin Styffe Mortgage Loan Officer. WCTV Sports is powered by B&B Training and Development, CMS Plumbing and Heating, Forrest Auto, Frangos, Giovanni's Roast Beef in Tewksbury, Knowledge Brokers Realty, McGovern Hyundai on Route 93, Rocco's Bar and Restaurant, Sarkisian Apparel, Wilmington Ace Hardware. While the Shawsheen Tech Girls Lacrosse is sponsored by 360 Urgent, Marone Construction, and Simeon Floors. It is a beautiful day here in Billerica. We're talking 59 degrees, a little bit cloudy, but nice and sunny enough to where it's going to be a fun game and a fun affair. So you guys get seated and lock in for what is going to be an impressive varsity lacrosse game. Middies are chanting loud right now. They are so fired up. Let's see if the Rams can match that on the road energy. keepers are walking to the goal. Now, just to give you a little bit insight on me, I played lacrosse goalie in my 2 years, both varsity back in Texas. So I am just so fired up to watch defense. That's probably my favorite part of the game. So I will be giving a lot of credit to the goalies on either side just because you got to be a fan of the people who do the most. So we get ready for this face-off right here, right now. This is the start of the game at Alumni Stadium. And the face-off is going the Middies' way to get it started. That is number 27 for the Middies, Kelsey Hudden. Kelsey Hudden had taken it all the way, feeling super confident. She's pulling it back out. She collapsed the defense. Now she's looking to find her teammates. And it looks like she's a Fogo player, so she's going to run all the way back, get lined up. I got a lot of respect for Fogo people because they are the most selfless people on the field. You know how badly they want to score, but they're going to do what's best for the team. Now, the Middies are pushing. Good defense here by the Rams, not giving up an inch so far, but the Middies are definitely trying to force the issue. Number 12 looking for a pass. That's Captain Kayla Doobie for the Middies. She's found somebody down in the corner, Veronica Vitale. Veronica swings it around to the X. Back to the X position with Veronica. I'm sorry, that's Ava O'Brien, correction. Ava O'Brien looking to score. She's swinging through. Ooh, good ball control right there. Not giving it up, facing a lot of adversity here. There's a cluster of middies up at the top, a couple of cutters underneath, but Shawsheen is doing a really good job of not faltering. Ooh, good move there. She pulled in another defender. She's swinging it back around, down underneath, behind the goal. And Ava O'Brien looking to shoot. Pulling in two people. She's holding on. She's picking up three of them. She pivots back. Double move. What a great save by the Rams. Right off the back, Leah Bucci not giving it up. On the run, we've got Brooke Newhouse. She is a 10th grader here at Shawsheen Valley Tech, getting the start today. On Ward, passing it on the inside. She had a couple of options, kind of a soft pass, picked off by the Middies. The Middies are in transition, getting some running. Middies have numbers. Good defense there by the Rams, and now it's a battle for the ball. Rams come out on top. Good pass to the inside. Ball is back with the Rams. Anna Ward once again making a move. She has such good speed. Look at her cut through. Anna Ward taking it down behind the goal, trying to give it to her ex, find their playmaker. They got a lot of cutters, a lot of options. She's got a wide open person right there. Cut on the inside. That's going to go back to the top. Got the ball at the top of the key right now. That looks to be number 6, I believe, Sydney Quinton. Sydney Quinton is a Middie 10th grader. Got a lot of young players here on the Shawsheen Rams varsity team. That's awesome to see. Rams swinging it back around, looking for an opening here. They got a cluster on the inside. Quinton with the ball at the top again. They're looking to space out. They got a cut to the inside. Got the cutter. She caught it. Barely, almost dropped it. Knocked out by the Middies. And we got a whistle on the field. That's going to be Middies' ball. And the Rams are applying a lot of pressure. Nobody's running free right now. There's a stick-on body, a double team, and looks like the Middies are going to bust right through that. That is number 10, Alexis Hudden. Alexis Hudden is holding on. She is fierce running down the right sideline. Finds a teammate there. That's number 14, Caitlin Ritchie. And it looks like we got another whistle on the field. That is going to be a turnover on the Middies. Going to be Shawsheen's ball. Shawsheen looking to get their ball across the 50-yard line. Nice pass on the inside to Megan Wofford. Megan Wofford passes it up. She's got a cutter underneath. And she swings it around to the X position. That's going to be back to Anna Ward. Anna Ward back to Megan Wofford. Megan Wofford passes it to Sydney Quinton. Almost picked off there by the Middies, but that is going to be saved in. Oh, that's going to roll out of bounds, it looks like. And that's going to be out on the Rams. So Middies will pick up the ball here. Middies starting with the ball around the 10-yard line, 15-yard line. Looks like they're getting set up. Rams doing a really good job of trying to make sure she is boxed in, no options. And you see Anna Ward running down to the baseline, trying to make sure that nobody's there to get a free, easy pass. So great IQ there for the defense, just being preemptive. That's important. And the middies aren't, I don't think the ball has been whistled into play yet, but the pressure is live. You got to love that. And in transition, the middies are looking to make a play here. That is Caitlin Ritchie. Caitlin Ritchie is holding on. She's trying to swim, dodge her way through everybody. And Shayla Sherman passes it up. That pass is going to be turned over. And we got another whistle on the field. Back in play. Ellie Gillis running it downfield, trying to find somebody that she drops the ball there. Good defense by the middies. And this is definitely one of those situations where you got to start finding your teammates here. Everybody's fast and everybody's strong, but it's about who can find the better player. That's what makes lacrosse so special. It's a perfect team sport. The Rams are running. Sydney Quinton kind of slowing down a little bit. She's been running the ball a lot. I'm sorry, that wasn't Sydney Quinton. That was Brooke Newhouse. Brooke Newhouse finding a teammate. Good move there by the Rams, and Megan Wofford's got a little bit of space. So now they're trying to get into their sets. They're opening it up. And that's going to be tapped out by the middies. This will be Shawsheen's ball for the side out. Olivia Padines passes it in. Battle on the ground. And the middies scoop it up. Middies are in transition, and there's 3 Rams on 1 middie right now. That's a good move to double back, pass it out. Middies looking to get the ball over the 50-yard line, but great defensive effort by the Rams, except the middies come up quick. Ava O'Brien, the captain, is in transition. She is zooming down the field, trying to get a shot open. She can't figure it out. She's got 4 Rams on her, and we got a whistle on the play. It looks like we might be getting a free position here. And that is true. So middies are going to get the first shot attempt here. First clean opportunity, and of course it happens to be their captain midfielder, Ava O'Brien. It's a great opportunity for the middies to get in the net, and that's a clean shot. Middies are the first to score. They strike first in this game, getting started. Leah Bucci with a good look, wasn't able to get the save, but really nice attempt there. Again, that was just a great opportunity for the middies there. You gotta give credit where credit is due. Senior captain Ava O'Brien taking advantage of her opportunity, striking first. We have 4 minutes, 37 seconds remaining still in this first quarter. We would love to see the Rams get on the board. Going into the face-off right now, it looks like for the Rams we have number 19. And it looks like the middies win this second faceoff here. That is Caitlin Ritchie running it down. She's trying to find a teammate. Quality pressure being applied by the Rams right now. Pass completed, and the Ava O'Brien has the ball again. Ava is looking to either draw the foul or get a clean shot attempt. Middies are looking to settle in here. The good pass on the inside. That's going to be picked off by the Rams. Oh, and a nice tip there. So ball is back on the ground. Big battle, and once again the middies score. Huge opportunity there for the Rams to get the ball down the field, but the middies come out on top. That was a really nice play. I want to say that was Ava O'Brien again, but there was a lot of bodies, so it's hard to tell. She's getting tapped up right now, so I'm assuming it was her. She is a beast. Look at her go. 2-0 to get this game started in a matter of 30 seconds to a minute or so. That was fantastic lacrosse right there. Kelsey Hutton in for the middies at faceoff. She has been doing a really great job so far. And that is coming up Rams' way. Rams with the first win of their faceoff game tonight. That's Sarah Salter, captain, grabbing the ball. Great possession there. Huge scoop, looking to find some offense. Megan Wofford looking to pass inside. Pass was a good look, but it wasn't picked up properly, and now it's a battle on the ground. It's going to be a whistle on the field. This is coming up. Going to be the Rams ball. It looks. I'm sorry, the middies ball. My correction. Pass to the midfield, and Rams trying to get the scoop here. The ball is bouncing around. It's a lot of stick action happening right now. Rams come out on top. Tabitha Woodward cutting it through. Good control there. Great pass. What a shot. And there it is, Sarah Salter. That's exactly what you do as the leader of a team. Beautiful high catch. I mean, the pass was a little bit off. She recovered well, delivered a beautiful bounce pass shot. Bouncing shot right into the goal. A wonderful shot there. And credit is due. I mean, Olivia Derousseau is doing the absolute best he can. It's just hard to read bouncing shots like that sometimes. So, score is now 1-2 with 3 minutes remaining. We are getting a great game so far here, folks. A game that matches the weather accordingly. Back into the face-off, we got, once again, Sarah Salter going up against Kelsey Hutton. And we got a whistle that is going to be middies ball. Kelsey Hutton looking to get in transition quick. Kelsey Hutton gets the pass off. Middies are making their move. There are 3 Rams on the body right now. That's great defensive pressure. Trying to force errors. Dropped ball by the middies. Rams unable to recover. Errant pass there. Can't cross the... That would be crossing the boundary line. Good patience there by the Rams. Trying to settle back in on defense. They had a cutter on the inside, and boom, the Rams get a goalie pickup there. Leah Bucci with the ball right now, looking to find a clean pass. She passes it to the backside. And that was a nice pass to an open player, but that's going to be out of bounds. A little bit low there, a little bit low. You always want to try and match their stick, and everybody wants to keep their sticks high, you know? So we're trying to get passes that go around the shoulder area. A battle for the ball on the ground. Rams come up with the ball. She's got a player up ahead. She passes it ahead. Again, that pass was a little low, but we're recovering well. Rams in transition. Rams have numbers. It's a 4-on-2, 4-on-3. Great defensive pressure there by the middies. Oh, what a good recovery from the backside. Left yourself exposed. Middies fighting for it on the ground. It's Megan Wofford versus, and we got a body on the ground. That's going to be middies ball. Megan Wofford playing physical. They pass it to the keeper. Keeper's got a wide open player down the left sideline. Middies wide open with transition. Looking to get another pass off. Great play there. 1 minute left to play in this first period, or first quarter. There's no reason to run it all the way down if you got somebody open. In the double team, that's going to be out on the middies. Great defensive pressure there by the Rams. 45 seconds remaining here with a chance to tie it up. Rams in transition. Rams got numbers. Again, that backside, and that's going to be a whistle on that play. So they're going to get reset. Rams down below. Rams with a pass on the inside. Ooh, right into all the pressure, congested. We got 25 seconds remaining on the clock here. Middies looking to run it down the field. We got 3 Rams on her, but nobody's pushing the pressure. Looks like she hurt her leg. She is hobbling there. That's not a good look. Middies in transition. Oh, great defense there by the Rams. And that is the end of the first quarter here. So, unfortunately, it looks like one of the middies players got hurt there. she's being real tough trying to walk to the sideline right now. A lot of credit to her for being strong and trying to make it over there, get out of the game. At the end of the first quarter, the score is 1-2. Middies up by 1, and we will be right back. We are back here for the second quarter of action. The score is 1-2, the Middies' favor. So Dracut is up 1 right now, and the only goal scored here for the Rams was by Captain Sarah Salter, of course, coming in clutch for her team, making sure that they didn't walk out of the first quarter empty-handed. Looking to try and tie it up here. We are getting set up, and Dracut was killing it on the face-offs. It seems like their face-off girl has been hurt, so she may be taking a quarter to rest up, get serious. But doesn't make a difference there because Dracut, once again, with another quick, clean face-off take. That was a nice grab there by number 10 for Dracut. That is Alexis Hutton. And in net for the Shawsheen Tech Rams is Leah Bucci, who you got to give respect to the keeper. They never take a minute off in the game. And they're out there feeling strong, hoping to lock it in. No more goals past 2. The Middies are moving the ball around really nicely, trying to find the open man. Swinging it and spreading the field out. They got a cutter right down the middle. Good defense there by the Rams to shut down the pass. Ball is at the top of the key right here. And number 8, Veronica Vitale, got the ball, trying to drag out the defense. The Middies are trying to get set up, find some form of offense here. Rams are pretty keen on letting them try and shoot outside of the 15. So anything past 15 yards, that's all Middies. They can have that. Doing the absolutely great job of trying to keep them out of the inside space. Dracut's passing has been really impressive so far in this game. They're really good at hitting each other right in the net. Dracut with some space here, and the middies trying to make a move. Good double defensive pickup there by the Rams. And an even better transition to swing back out. Way to force them out of the space in the middle. That was beautiful work there. Rams defense is quite impressive so far. Very composed, good conversation. They're really good at communicating. Any form of penetration gets met by a double team. It's really nice to see. And there's a whistle on the play. No, it doesn't look like that goal counted. So there was a clean goal, clean shot on net, but it looks like we've got a free possession instead. And what a save! What a save by the Rams. This is why you give credit to Ducci. Bucci, oh no! Leah Bucci with the great play. Follows it with a little bit inaccurate pass. It was picked off quickly. And a nice opportunity for the Rams turned into a better goal for the middies. So just a little bit of something you got to clean up there. Leah Bucci has been playing really great and had a couple of really nice saves so far in the beginning of this game. So you just got to be patient. Your time will come. And on top of that, of course, Leah Bucci is only a sophomore, starting and rocking and rolling in the in this big-time lineup for the varsity lacrosse team. So you got to know these are just small things you work out over time. The big thing about being a goalie is the goldfish mentality. You can only have a 30-second memory, so you got to move on to the next play anyways. We are back at the face-off, lining up. There's 9 minutes and 52 remaining in the second, so lots of action still to be played. Middies once again with a killer face-off, and it looks like we are back in action. Number 27, who was dominating in the beginning, Kelsey Hudden, is back on the field. So she is rocking the ball all the way down. She found a cutter on the inside. Great look. Better defense there by the Rams. They were able to deflect that. No shot on net. Rams trying to get reset back in position, trying to find their man. Ball in the middies net. They are pulling it out all the way, trying to swap out some players. So it looks like Kelsey Hudden is going to go back to the defensive side, and they're switching up another offensive player. Middies looking to space things out. Middies swing it down to the baseline. Back to the top of the key. And that is Kayla Doobie for the middies trying to make something happen. Again, the Rams are playing good defense here. It's just a matter of getting the ball and transitioning it down the field. Really good defense there, but we got a whistle on the play. It looked like there's some illegal stick action happening. So free position here for the middies. Leah Bucci with the pressure on her shoulders again. Lining it up. Great defensive effort there by the Rams. That was awesome work. Immediately before the shot got off, there was 2 Ram sticks disrupting the shot attempt. So we're looking to try and get that ball past the 50-yard line this time. And that ball is going to go out of bounds on the pass. We got to clean that up just a little bit here. Middies are in transition already off the turnover. Middies looking to settle in. The score is 1-3. So we want to see the Rams get the ball over the 50-yard line to try and get an opportunity. And patient play here by the middies. Again, these really crisp passes going on right now. Caitlin Ritchie with the ball right here. A lot of movement happening in the middle of the space. The big collapse there. Rams adjusting accordingly. Good on-stick pressure right there. On the ball, following her wherever she goes, and she's got to stick right in her face to disrupt that pass. No easy passes. Trying to force an error. Good stick tap and no follow-up pressure. This is exactly why the middies have gotten so many scoring opportunities so far. As soon as the ball hits the ground, there are 2 or 3 people making it more difficult to scoop. Rams take it off the pressure just a little bit whenever the ball goes behind the cage. Totally normal. Good look on the inside. Great shot by Ava O'Brien. Once again, she is just on fire this game so far. I want to say that's a hat trick already. We are sitting here in the second quarter, and the hat trick has been completed. Fantastic work by Ava O'Brien. And that's just the best way you can play. If you find somebody that's hot, feed the hot hand. Feed them and fan them, as they say, and you just kind of let it rock. So we are looking at 1-4 here. Leah Bucci is having a great game so far, working on cleaning up a little bit of the small errors by the defensive side for the Rams, but all in all, this game is still anybody's game. If they could win a face-off here, and there it is, the first face-off won by the Rams here at the beginning. Looks like we got a whistle to help it out. Great pass there down the line. Trying to find an open player, find their teammates. Great work, get the ball down. We got the ball behind the cage here. Great pass to the X. Crisp execution, good scoop. And that's exactly what you want to see. They get that ball, and then they immediately cradle it to get a clean hold. That ball's going to go to the area that where the perimeter is for the players, for the midfielders. They can't go past that line. And luckily, the Rams were able to recover. Ooh, what a good pickoff right there by the middies. She shuffles it on the ground to her teammate. This is it right here. When the ball is on the floor, that is when the Rams need to get mostly involved. I think the Rams thought they were going to get a call there for the stick check, but it looks like we're in transition, no whistle, play on. Again, the middies are coming up from behind every time, doing a really good job of smacking that stick while it's hanging behind their shoulder. We got to get some eyes on the back of their heads here for the Rams because they're kind of letting them creep up on it. The best thing you can do is call it out to your teammate. That's the only way you're going to be able to figure out somebody's behind you taking a look. Rams with the ball on their side of the field, looking to make a move here. Ooh, that was a good shot attempt. Really clean look there. Rams back with possession. They had two people ready. Ball didn't even make it out of bounds before somebody scooped it. Rams facilitating the offense right now. That's Ellie Gillis. I'm sorry, correction there. That's Anna Ward trying to facilitate this offense, find a good look here. Ball down to the X position. Behind the key. Keeper is locked in right now. Trying to hold on to their three-point lead. The middies are doing everything they can to not get spaced out. Good opportunity here by the Rams. Collapse, break it back out. Rams need a little bit more cutting action going on. They're finding gaps, but they're not finding anybody that's making a play for the goal. You would love to see the Rams try and force a goal here, but they're being patient with the ball, trying to lull to sleep. Got a cutter on the inside, missed that just a little bit. She's going way down there. That was a big-time pass to make. That's going to be out of bounds off the Rams. Anna Ward with the right idea. She found the open space. She just wasn't able to get that pass down. Rams are doing everything they can to apply pressure. Good hit there. They're looking for the charge on that. But that was great contact. Honestly, it just lets a hit like that early in the game lets somebody know not to try you. And that's a much smaller player going up against a bigger player. So you got to like that dog in her. Rams with some ferocity. You can feel it from up here in the stands. They want to turn this game around. Double team, ball on the ground, and we got a whistle on the play. Looks like it's going to be middies ball. Rams are playing nice physical defense there. Again, we only got one ref, and the ref did not like what they saw. And ball is back in play. Middies have the ball down underneath. That's Caitlin Ritchie. Rams taking their time, spacing it out. They have a three-point lead. They don't want to force any errors. The Rams are... Oh, Rams have an opportunity here to scoop the ball. It's going to come back up Middy's way. Again, the middies don't make bad passes so far. It's been really clean passing, straight into the net. Not a lot of opportunities for the Rams to get in transition. So in terms of time of possession, a lot of credit goes to the middies for how well they're holding the ball right now. Hit him with, they got a three-headed dragon going on in the corner right now, trying to set screens and slip them. Rams looking to score. The middies looking to score here. Rams shutting it down quickly. There was an opportunity there. It didn't go anywhere. And middies back at the top of the key. The middies are not even looking at the left side of the field right now. They're rocking and rolling all on the right side, thinking that they have the best opportunity between the three of them. It seems like they got a set play. And, ooh, great stick check there. Try and pass it ahead. They want to run. The Rams are in transition finally. Ooh, and that pass was just a little bit off. You're gassing yourself by running so far. You had a lot of looks ahead of you. Middies in transition. The Rams have numbers, though. And the middies get the ball back in their initial position on the right side. They're trying to hold the clock here. They got a minute left in the second. No reason to force anything. Middies holding, probably try and get the last shot in. We've got the middies in blue, the Rams in white, and the Rams are trying to cut off any passing lane. They're not going to let them take any kind of shots on the inside here, so they don't care about anything outside of the 15-yard line. We got 25 seconds left on the clock, and we got a whistle there. Looks like it got a little physical with the stick, but ref decided to call it from up here. So we got positioning, get set. There's 8 seconds left. Rams shutting down the pass. No look opportunity. There's 3 seconds on the clock. They're swinging it up. Doesn't look like there's going to be enough time to get a shot off. But the passing right there, that was key. That's exactly the kind of look you want to get. Throw the ball through space. You don't need to run it up all the way. You don't need to force it. But so far, it has been a middies first half. The score is 1-4 with a 3-point lead going middies way. So we will be right back in about 5 minutes or so, checking in with you here. Welcome back, sports fans. We are here at Alumni Stadium for the Shawsheen Tech girls varsity lacrosse game. The score is a 3-point deficit in favor of Dracut. So the Rams are looking to try and tie this game up. They want to get some offensive momentum going. We can't win the game until we at least get to 4, right? So we want to kind of give some credit here to the keeper, of course, Leah Bucci, because it takes a lot of guts to stay in that goal and just let someone rip a shot at you. But remember, for every goal you see, there's at least 2 or 3 saves that you didn't see. Back into the face-off, we had a little bit of a ceremony at halftime. I'm hoping that inspired the Rams to get things boiling. Battle on the ground here, trying to get the face-off going. Huge win again for the Middies. And honestly, respect here to the Middies because they have been dominating the face-off game today. That's mainly because number 27, Kelsey Hutton, is tall, and she is good at this. So shout out to her for knowing her job. And the Rams need to try and hold on to the ball better in transition. They get caught up with a behind defender almost every time. Ava O'Brien for the Middies has been dominating so far in this game. But right now, the Rams have one of their best opportunities here. They've got the ball, full possession, settling in, hoping to run a couple of sets and find a clean shot. The only goal scored here today has been by Sarah Salter, the senior captain, of course, trying to keep her girls in this game. Rams swinging it around to the X. A lot of good momentum. There's movement going on right now with the Rams. And again, it's about clean passes. That's going to be the key here to the second half. How do we turn it around? Drawing in a lot of defense here. Sarah Salter with a one-on-one opportunity. She's swinging it around. Good passing going on right here. A lot of motion. Good opportunity. Oh, and that was a great look. A little bit off marks. That was Sydney Quinton with a really nice shot opportunity there. Had it just a little bit to the left side, but it was also just a phenomenal opportunity there. They ran a couple of drivers in there to open up a lane for her. Had a lot of stick pressure. And that's just pressure, and that's just a compliment here to the Middies for their ability to play such good defense. Rams running a lot of people in. Sydney Quinton with another opportunity. She's cutting it all the way in, and we got a whistle on the play. That is going to be a free position here for Sydney. Hopefully she can bring this deficit in within 2. And in transition, Sydney. Oh, what a save there by the Middies. Beautiful work there. She went for the bounce shot, but Olivia Desereau with a great save. And like I said, guys, I'm always going to give credit to the keep. They get brutalized down there taking shots. Good defense by the Rams. Out of bounds, Rams ball. No, I'm sorry, Middies ball. Middies kept possession there, which made sense to me. It looked like it was tipped out off of the Rams. So Middies in transition. They are zooming right now. That is, once again, the star of the game so far, Ava O'Brien. She has got great possession. She's holding. Rams with a good tip. Ava O'Brien, once again, with a clean scoop of recovery, and that's just a huge part of the game. If you can get the ball off the ground quick, you're going to create more opportunities for your team. And the Middies, who are on the season 4-7, are doing a great job coming on the road to play against the Shawsheen Valley Tech Rams, who are 9-2. So, again, you know, after watching this game for the first half, you really wouldn't be able to tell who has the better record. Middies are doing a great job of time of possession. They've been holding this ball and finding clean looks, not forcing anything. Middies taking it down behind the cage, trying to cut on the inside. That was a good look. Even better save by the Rams, and they roll that to their goalie, Leah Bucci. Leah looking to find a nice clean pass. She swings it to the outside. It passes a little high, and it's going to be Middies ball pickup. Middies with a good look on the inside. And it looks like ref is calling for that ball to be thrown in from the side out. So looks like we got a little bit ahead of ourselves on that one. And Ava O'Brien with the ball on the baseline here. This is the last person the Rams want to see with the ball in net. Good defense by the Rams to knock the ball out. Way to find your pass up ahead. Beautiful passing here. She's got a lot of people ahead of her. Save yourself the leg speed. Pass it up. Find your teammate. Rams taking it on the inside, trying to draw on the defense. Rams choosing to settle in. That's Olivia Padini's. She's looking to settle things in, and Megan Warford with the ball passes it over to Sydney Quinton. Sydney Quinton had 2 designed run opportunities here. Wasn't able to complete on either of them, but definitely drew the penalty earlier to get a free position. So Rams with the skip pass. Rams sending it down to the baseline. Going to the X. 2 cutters. Wasn't able to decide who to throw it to. A lot of congestion there in the paint. A little bit better communication so we're not forcing too many shots. And Sarah Salter is really wanting the ball right now. You can tell she's on the inside. She's forcing some looks. She's got the mismatch that she wants. So she's spacing it out now, trying to give a teammate an opportunity. Timing is everything, and no cutter here for the passer. So we're going to swing it back to the top of the key. Megan Warford looking for somebody. She sees Sarah Salter, hesitates a little bit. That's because there was some good midi defense ready to step in. Middies are not breaking right now. They'll bend a little bit. They haven't given up. Sarah Salter, good screen opportunity. She runs it in. Oh, and that was a great save by Olivia Desereau. A lot of respect to the keepers here. This has been a great defensive game. Ball is on the ground. Rams with an opportunity to turn it back around. Cutting back. Tabitha Woodward passes it up. Great pass down space. There you go. You got Sarah walking down the middle. Oh, and Sarah didn't have full possession of it, but that was a really, really great play opportunity. That was a beautiful look by the Rams. And if I'm the Rams, I'm trying to force it to Sarah Salter. She is hungry to score right now. Rams swinging it around. They've drawn in a lot of defense. Oh, and they were trying to force that one to Sarah Salter, just like I had said, and the middies were ready for it. So I think the Rams could benefit from a little bit of space here. Good defensive stick pressure there. Don't let her pick it up. Make it hard. There you go. Whistle on the play. We'll take a whistle so that everybody can get set up. That'll work for the Rams. And it looks like we're giving the ball to the Rams. Rams are getting set up to play it in. Like I said, there's only one ref here in the game today. It's caused a little bit of a delay, but we've got one ref calling for the entire field. So got to give a lot of credit to the performance here by the referee. Cutter on the inside, wasn't able to pass it off. Down ball behind the keep in the net. Swinging it up, trying to find some space here. Rams trying to force it. Good look inside. Oh, what a save by the keeper. We got bodies on the ground, sticks on the ground. And Sarah Salter with the opportunity to scoop it right here. Sarah with a little ground flick. Oh, that almost went in. As a keeper, you obviously want to try and catch it with your stick whenever possible. Oh! And we got contact on the field, bodies on the ground, and it looks like that's going to be the middies ball. Kelsey Hudden kind of ran straight through one of the Rams just now. Looks like that's going to bother her a little bit. And we got a whistle for going in the Rams' favor right now. Rams passing it up. Rams trying to find a teammate there. And we're forcing the issue. You like that aggressive energy here. That's going to create a free position opportunity, it seems. And this Rams player has a nice long ponytail, so I'm unable to see exactly what number they are. But, oh, they had a great shot opportunity that is going to be the middies ball. So Middy's being in a good position for the recovery in case that shot was a little off the mark. Again, great passing here by the Middies. They're really doing a decent job of getting it to the open man and also hitting them right in the stick. You know what I mean? You want to try and make the pass as easy as possible so you can keep momentum. Middies, Alexis Hutton with the ball, trying to get it downfield. Multiple Rams defenders there, though. Rams forcing her all the way into the end zone, so she's behind the keep right now. Ava O'Brien with the ball, passes it up to fellow captain Kayla Doobie. Kayla Doobie back to the Ava O'Brien. And the Rams are really trying to cook here on the left side of the field. It's where they keep all their best talent. Or sorry, the Middies are forcing it on the left side of the field. It seems like that's where they got their best talent packed in. The ball is behind the cage, and we've got 1:35 remaining here in the third quarter. The score is still 1-4. So, again, the time of possession is key here. The Rams have had a lot of good opportunities here in the third, but the Middies are not breaking. Middies cutting it on the inside. Great bodies stepping in. Good defense by the Rams. Rams applying quality pressure. Now they're taking it all the way out to the 20. They want to force the issues. Trying to apply additional pressure to cause errors. Rams with the ball at the top of the key. Rams see the ball. Middies have it. They're swinging it around. There is less than a minute here in the third. Middies with the ball, trying to make a move. Going for the double move. It's Ava O'Brien again. She's drawing in as many defenders as she can. Swings it back up. They got a couple of looks underneath, but they don't feel confident to get that pass through. Rams doing a really good job of clogging the lanes. There is 30 seconds left here in the third. Are we going to see another goal? Rams applying as much pressure as they can before the clock goes out. Good stick defense, and that looks like we got a whistle on the play. She swung that a little too hard there. And they aren't stopping the clock. It looks like it's going to run. They might be making an adjustment on that. Yeah, they did stop the clock. They stopped it with the 1.8, which is definitely not enough time. Foul happened around the 25-second mark, so I'm curious if they'll make that adjustment. And it looks like they decided on 6.6. 6.6 seconds remaining for the final play. And a great save by Leah Bucci. Wonderful save there with a free position. That keeps this a 3-point game. There is time to make some action happen. So it is still within striking range for the Rams. We will be right back coming in for the fourth quarter any second now. Ladies and gentlemen and sports fans all alike, we are here at Alumni Stadium for the fourth quarter of the Shawsheen Tech varsity girls lacrosse game. The score is 4-1 in the favor of the Dracut Middies, and the Dracut Middies are dominating so far here in this game. Keys to turning the game around are going to be a little bit of hustle, because I don't mean to call the Rams out like this, but the energy coming from the Middies right now is just blowing the Rams out of water. So when you're playing at home, you got to protect home court. Middies with another face-off win. So the Middies have just been dominating on the face-offs here. Good defensive pressure here by the Rams, though. Trying to force the errors, and big-time pressure. Middies cutting it down on the inside. It is still a game within striking distance. The Rams just need one goal to really turn the momentum around. This is the defensive effort and hustle I'm talking about, folks. Look at that push and battle for the ball. Middies may come up with it, but we are going to have to make efforts like that if we want to turn this game around. Errant pass by the Middies. And quick recovery there. The Middies are swinging the ball around. Time of possession has been majorly in the favor of the Middies so far this game. But a three-point game is nothing to worry about. That's going to be out on the Middies. Small errors like that create opportunities for the Rams. This is exactly what they need. Clean passing. The Rams got a good look up front. Good scoop there by Megan Warford. Megan Warford in transition. She's running. She's got a teammate down below. She passes it off. Great pass completion. She had Sarah Salter, captain, cutting down the middle. Wasn't able to get the pass to her. Bring in the effort and the hustle. That's how you turn the tide here. Turn it into a two-point game. This has been a fantastic lacrosse game here, folks. We're enjoying this fine weather. If you're interested in sticking around, of course, we've got the boys varsity lacrosse going on right after this. Senior night with some festivities to engage in. So we're looking to see Shawsheen Tech with an epic comeback performance here. Good opportunities. Trying to pass to the inside. You got a teammate available. And the defense by the Middies is just so strong here. No opportunity to even process the pass. Rams looking to force it here. Got a Sarah Salter cutter. Got another cutter on the inside, zooming. Spacing it back out. Middies doing a really good job, not forcing a lot of penalties either. Getting a little bit ahead of themselves there. That was Megan Warford with the recovery. Trying to make a move before you got the ball. You got to get that secured with a nice cradle. Megan Warford, once again, nice cradle. Now she's got an opportunity right down the middle if she wants to take it. She's looking to force the issue. Try and bring a little bit more hustle here, guys. This is exactly how you can force it. Catch them off guard with some electric energy and look to score. They swing it back to the top. Cutter on the inside, Megan Warford to Sarah Salter. Sarah Salter looking to score. She wants the shot so bad. She swings it back to Warford. Warford sees the cutter, unable to get the pass off. Sarah Salter with the screen. And a goal right there. That's exactly what we're talking about. There's 8:28 remaining in the fourth. More than enough time. You got to look to score. That's exactly what they need. That bucket right there came from Sydney Quinton, I believe. Actually, it looks like there's going to be a penalty, so it looks like we're getting reset for a free position. Free position by Sydney Quinton. Oh, what a save! Olivia Desereau with a wonderful save once again. Sarah Salter fighting for it. Oh, and we got a penalty here. It looks like it's going to go in Rams' way. I got a little bit too excited there because I saw the ball hit the net, but the penalty precedes the ball. And we are getting set with 7:57 remaining. Sarah Salter trying to find some offense here for the team. She's forcing it on the inside. Sarah Salter looking for the penalty here. She got wrapped up. I think we're going to get a free position. Now, Sarah Salter's a beast. She knows she can score on the best of any of them, but she needs a little bit of help from her team here. She's getting triple teamed as soon as she makes her cuts. Sarah Salter with the free position. Looking for the pass to the inside. Nice pass, a little bit high. Luckily, they had a teammate to recover in the goal, in the end zone. Pass to Sarah Salter on the inside. Another high pass. That was a great look, though. There is 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth. We're trying to force it quick. We need a cutter. Rams have a cutter, but there's a lot of good defense by the middies there. Passing it back to Sarah. Sarah's looking for some kind of movement here, trying to draw them in. She has all the pressure on her. The gravity of her decision-making draws in the defense. So even if she's faking for a screen, it makes an opportunity for her teammates. Sarah running in with full strength. She wants to rip it on the right side. Ooh, that was a good look, just a little bit high. She wants to rip it to the left corner, you can tell. She wants to go a little bit high near the crossbar. Rams with the most possession they've had this game here in the fourth quarter. Really dominating this fourth quarter so far. It's an important time to lock in and make it happen. Great shot! And the Rams finally get on the board after their first goal in the first quarter. So finally some opportunity and a chance to turn this around. There's more than enough time. There's 6 minutes remaining. Girls are getting back in position quickly because they want to make sure to capitalize on this opportunity momentum. I believe that was Sydney Quinton with the goal. It got a little bit messy there with a lot of bodies fighting for it, but that was a wonderful shot by Sydney Quinton. Rams have cut it to a 2-point game. That is more than enough time with 6 minutes. It would be big time if they could win the face-off here. And the middies, once again, with a nice face-off scoop. Catching that mid-air. That's exactly what we're talking about. Just pretty much really nice passing, but just the ability to complete the catch. That's what really matters here. She's got pressure on her. Middies trying to make it happen here. And getting stopped with the out of bounds, can't step over. They swap out so Sarah Salter can step up. That was a good awareness by Sarah Salter not to go off sides there until they had the proper numbers. The middies are swinging it around. It's 5:33. The Rams need to get a turnover here if they want to try and make something happen. Apply a little bit more pressure and try and force an error. Ava O'Brien passes it down. They're looking to try and keep it a 3-point deficit. Ava O'Brien trying to make a move here. Rams doing a good job of not creating a free position. Rams forcing the ball behind the net. There's 5 minutes in the fourth, 5 minutes in the whole game. There it is, the turnover. And finally get a whistle on the field. It looks like that will be, it'll be the middies' ball. Middies back with possession. Ava O'Brien trying to turn the corner. Rams keeping her from it. Rams need to make something happen. Middies swinging it around. Middies drawing in defenders and taking their time. They've run off about 2 minutes since the goal happened. And Ava O'Brien with the killer shot. She slit right through the defense there, kind of cutting her way straight to the goal for a really clean shot. Leah Bucci getting a little bit frustrated, but it happens. The momentum was starting to swing, and just a really great shot there by the captain of the middies, who's just a cold-blooded killer. And, of course, got to shout out Olivia Derousseau, who has been doing a fantastic job of making the Rams' life difficult. They are quite frustrated with the free positions that they've had today just because the keeper on Mitty's side has been dominating and getting really clean saves. Sarah Salter in at face-off, hoping to get a win here. And that's going to be coming up Mitty's way. Mitty's holding possession once again. And big-time battle here. Kelsey Hutton is holding on. She's taking that ball all the way down the baseline, trying to chew the clock. Ball back in the net of Ava O'Brien, who swings it away from herself. They're playing monkey in the middle right now. It's on-ball pressure. Somebody needs to come help. And it was these clean, there it is, the ball on the ground. You got to fight for the stick check. We got a whistle here. That's going to be Mitty's ball. Mitty's got the ball in position. There is 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here. Rams look like they're taking their foot off the gas here. Good effort there on defense by the Rams. Can you scoop it? Great position there. Good cutback, trying to find a teammate there. Oh, and we got the whistle. Here we go. Rams with an opportunity to try and cut it back to 2. And it looks like we've got a timeout by the Rams. So this is an important timeout because 2 minutes, 56 seconds remaining. Crazier things have happened, folks. Tying the game is not off the table. If you're watching now, stay locked in. We have an opportunity to cut it back within 2 and then hopefully maybe cut it back within 1. So we are sitting here at Alumni Stadium prepping for what is going to be a really fun senior night for the varsity boys lacrosse team shortly after this game. If you guys are interested in the fanfare, let us know. But I'm Jack Hamilton Smith here with WCTV, which is powered by Critical Mass Solar, Austin Styffe Mortgage Loan Officer. WCTV Sports is powered by B&B Training and Development, CMS Plumbing and Heating, Forrest Auto, Frangos, Giovanni's Roast Beef and Pizza Tewksbury, Knowledge Brokers Realty, McGovern Hyundai on Route 93, Rocco's Bar and Restaurant, Sarkisian Apparel, Wilmington Ace Hardware, and finally, the Shawsheen Tech Girls Lacrosse is sponsored by 360 Urgent, Marone Construction, and Simeon Floors. We are sitting here in this timeout, and we will be right back with you after this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back after that brief break, and we should be starting with the Rams in possession at their own side of the end zone. So, they're going to be working at about 100 yards to try and get some clean shot opportunities. Ideally, they do it fast. They got Sarah Salter with the ball to get it started. They want to give it to their most trusted playmaker to get this ball moving. The Middies have went ahead and taken full court defense, which you got to respect. They're not putting too much pressure on. Sarah's going to run it up herself, trying to find an opportunity here. When you're running hard, it's always hard to get a clean pass off, but not for Sarah, who delivers a bullet straight to her teammate who's making a move. They're in full fourth quarter offense. And again, a great stick check from behind that turns the ball over. The Middies have done a really great job of that. Opportunity to scoop, and it looks like we got a whistle on the Rams, so it's going to be Middy's ball. Middy's with the pass in the middle. That's passed a little bit too high. Middy's turned it over. Rams going all the way, trying to go coast to coast. And we got a whistle on the play. That was a really, really strong effort there by the Rams. That was Ava Noble, who is also one of the captains on this team. She just immediately caught that ball and was ready to run. That's exactly the kind of tempo you need to be forcing right now. That's the hustle that we're hoping for. Free position here. Ava with the opportunity to cut it within 2. Ava making a run. Oh, and the ball popped out on the cradle. and scooped up by Olivia Desereau. So great defensive stop there by the middies. Potential turnover here for the Rams. Whistle, that's going to be going Rams, middies ball, I believe. Rams with a great, oh, what a pick right there by the Rams. And we got another whistle on the field. What a huge steal by the Rams. Rams with free position here. Clock is ticking. Running clock is hurting the Rams bad right now. Free position. A minute left in the game. And that ball is going to come up short, but the Rams recover quickly. Rams looking to score. Rams needing to score. The ball is with Lila Mahoney, correction. And that's going to be scooped up by Sarah Salter. Pass to the inside. Oh, and a little bit too open there. She caught it with great position, but it looks like that got tipped. That was Lila Dickinson with a really nice opportunity there. She was in a great position. Way to keep finding that open space. Sarah Salter trying to find somebody. They want to score one more time before this game is over. And we got a whistle on the play. Looks like they're going to need another side out with 19 seconds remaining. Now we get the clock to stop. That's interesting. Sarah Salter forcing it in, trying to make a move quickly. Megan Warford trying to hold on to the ball here. Swinging up to the top once again, Mahoney. Mahoney looking to score here. We got no time, and that's the end of the game. The middies came with the energy, exactly like I was saying. They showed up and showed out. They were so excited. You could hear it when they were breaking from the huddle. They are cheering loud, and it's because when you come to the road and you're playing against a dominant team like Shawsheen, you got to try and catch them off guard. The final score here after 4 is 2-5. The middies with 5, the Rams with 2. Middies move on to 5-7 for the rest of the season, while the Shawsheen Valley Tech is going to be 9-3. My name is Jack Hamilton Smith here with WCTV. Thank you all for joining us for this first game of our doubleheader here tonight. We're going to be back in about 30-ish minutes or so for senior night, varsity boys lacrosse.
We are back with another sponsor spotlight with our sponsors for our fall football programming Under the Lights. Without our sponsors, all of this coverage would not be possible. The entire reason we are able to do what we do, which is unlike any other public access station, is because of our amazing sponsors. And easily at the top of that list, one of the most amazing sponsors we have is CMS. This is their third year sponsoring.
Third year.
And they have expanded to sponsor all of our sports, which is amazing. So everyone is getting the benefits. And whether you are at Wilmington High or Shawsheen Tech, we're doing it all. So we have co-owners of CMS Plumbing and Heating. We have Don Kenny and David Mulick. And they are brother-in-laws, which is, you always wonder about those dynamics. You always hear about in-laws and that.
It's challenges, but it's all good.
It does.
And
in the end, there's a goal. So.
And Dave is the father, and Don is the uncle of our amazing Shawsheen Tech co-op, Derek Mulick, who, if you're at games, you will see Derek. If you see a lot of our amazing edits, highlights, graphics, Derek plays a huge role in that. So thank you guys for letting us boss Derek around a little bit. He's been I wanted to ask you guys first, just tell us a little bit about CMS, what you guys do, and the dynamics of how brother-in-laws decided to partner up together. Was that a challenge at all?
I'll let him do what we do, but as a challenge, no. I worked for his father, got my license, then I went out on my own for 20 years or so. A lot of people know already. And then, I'm not getting older. We met as a family, and we decided we'll put it both together, my company and CMS. And it's just been, we just go, we all have the same goal in the end, and we're just a family-run business still. It's very family-run. Core values that we have and everything, and we take it from there.
Yeah, I once Don kind of left my father, went on his own, I came into the trade and, started learning, working side by side with my father, and his name's Chuck, so he was really the Chuck in the truck at the time, they call him, and, my goals were always kind of build a business and get out of the field and work on the business, and that's kind of what I've done throughout the years. And like Don said, when we finally said, we're doing the same thing in the same town, let's pull it together and just one common goal and go for it. And we do everything, plumbing service installations, HVAC service installations. We do a lot with heat pumps. We're Mitsubishi Diamond contractors, so we do a ton of heat pump, ductless systems. We're also trained comfort specialists, so whatever it is, big or small, that we're trying to cover the whole board. We do new construction, remodel construction, and we got great customer service. Lisa in our office does a great job with our customers, and our employees are amazing.
They do. We've used them before when things go wrong here, which they inevitably do at WCTV.
Right.
We do have a great team.
Yeah.
We do have a great guys that are very respectful and there for the customer. I think that's one thing we try to groom in our company. It's family run, so there's values there that we need to stick to, no matter what.
I want to ask you guys, this is a pretty large, or not large, but like general question, but we're heading into fall. Weather is changing. People are going from AC to heat. There's just all kinds of changes. It can be any aspect of what you guys do, but are there any simple tips you'd tell homeowners that could potentially save them a big headache down the road right now as the weather's changing, as people's systems are changing over? Or they're going to be doing that, depending on how long summer sticks around for. It could be next week, it could be next month, but at some point there's going to be a big change in temperature and people going from from cooling their homes to heating their homes. Is there any advice you'd give to people this time of year?
First step, call CMS, because we're going to come out and we're going to take a look at it. No, truthfully, before small problems become big, you want to
I agree.
Get out there.
I think right now what you should be really focusing on is getting a service on your heating system. So over the last 15 years of the business, it has changed dramatically. Like, it's not night and day. Probably the same here. They need to be serviced.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the number one thing to do. And it's on everything nowadays. And a lot of people today, you talk about switching from AC to heat. Well, a lot of houses today, because of heat pumps, it's actually the same system. You know, it's not like you're shutting off your AC and then turning on your boiler nowadays. But, you know, wall hung boilers, products like that, they really need to be serviced, cleaned, and get ready for. It can just lead to a lot of nuisance. There's a lot of computers that run this stuff now. The tech side of being a service tech today is far different. The amount of classes that we send our guys to, because it's all learned. Everything's on a computer now. Everything is run by computers, so you have to be able to get into it. So a lot of training. It's not like, here's your tools, go fix that. It's not like that anymore. It's really not even close.
We
nowadays.
see, and you kind of said you sure things have changed here too. And I think we all probably see, even though we're in different fields, that like the digital age of how much more you can do with equipment, but also how much more care, how much more servicing, how much more can go wrong with stuff.
100%.
You know, the last thing I wanted to ask you guys, just sort of a way, as I said, thank you, but we really could not do what we do. And we know the kids are so appreciative because they come in and they talk about how much they love being able to see the highlights that they never had before. There's no other area station that does the kind of stuff that we do. From my own career when I was in high school, I have no video from back then. And I was like the VHS era.
I have literally
nothing.
nothing.
And not to like live in my own glory, but just they were great teammates, great friends, great that I've lost touch with over the last 20 plus years. I would love to be able to see it. And so we're able to give kids something that they can hang on to forever because of you guys. And so one, you see CMS out there anywhere. If you're an athlete for the Tech or for Wilmington High, thank them because we couldn't do what we do without their sponsorship. But two, I just wanted to ask, sort of, I'm sure you guys get hit up by so many different people. Hey, sponsor this, sponsor this, sponsor this. What was it that made this a worthwhile sponsorship for you guys?
If I were to say right out of the gate, it's Wilmington. It's the community of Wilmington.
Giving back to the community for sure.
That's what we do. Yes, and you know, we did Fall Fest. We're doing Fall Fest. We've done other ones. We're doing soccer right now too.
Sponsoring the girls soccer team.
Oh, we just did our first highlight. We just did our first. Did you see the highlight video we put of their win over Stoneham? You should check it out.
No, I will.
It's on YouTube. It's on Instagram. It's everywhere. We had the drone out. It's very cinematic.
But
so.
we try to give what we can. You know, we give to the Wilmington Food Pantry. We give, you know, it's all Wilmington.
Yeah.
You got to remember, he's from Wilmington. My wife, who's the bookkeeper, Darlene, she graduated in '85, which their class reunion's coming up, by the way, in November. My son graduated in '17. You know, I've been here 31 years. You know, I've coached football for 16 years. So it's about just giving back. I coached basketball for God knows how long, 20 years maybe. I can't even remember. I just stopped doing that. So yeah, I feel like it's part of that. I will throw this little plug in since we're talking about it, is every December, we've done it now, this will be our 4th year, is if you call for service and you're from the town of Wilmington, my wife has a list of 4 charities. I don't know what they are yet this year. And you get to pick which charity you want to donate. And on behalf of you, not you, we donate $25 to that charity. And you can check off whatever charity you want.
Wow.
You can put anonymous or you can put your names. We give all the names and the donations to the people, but we will do $25 for every Wilmington resident.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much. I know we're going to get you up in the booth at some point this year.
I'm hoping, yes, 100%. I can't wait. I haven't been back on the Wilmington field in a while. And the coaching staff were pretty much on my staff when we were coaching together. So, yeah, I'm shooting for, I was going to try the Tech this Friday. I'm not positive about that. But I would like to be at the first Wilmington home.
That'd be awesome.
That's where I think I'm going to go.
2 more weeks from this Friday.
I'm pretty much going to plan for that one so I can go up in the booth and see what that's like.
Fantastic.
I'd just like to give a
I
shout out.
would love to do some announcing.
Yeah.
So.
I'd give a shout out to WCTV because the work you guys do is phenomenal. I've seen a lot of those highlight reels and it's cool. Like you said, letting the kids be able to see it and watch it, and you know, I think, you know, this studio is amazing. I mean, so much work that you've put in person.
Thank you.
And your staff. So thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you guys so
well
much.
said. Well
Yeah.
said. And you guys shot a great video for us on cleaning a mini split.
You got to let us know
which
the
is
next
out
one that
on
we're doing.
our, you know, it's out on our
Yeah.
webpage, and you know,
Let-
you can go out look at it and
let-
see it. But you guys do great work.
Let us know the next one. I told you we
Yep.
want to do some more, so just let us know.
Definitely.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Boys Lacrosse program would like to thank you and our 11 seniors for their hard work, dedication, and sacrifice that they have proven over the past 4 seasons. The legacy you will leave behind will have an impact on this program for many years. Now for the seniors. First up, number 2, attackman Captain Jacoby Patterson and his parents Ron and Krisha, along with his brothers RJ and Brody, sister Christabel, and niece Emerson. Jacoby will continue playing next year when he attends AIC. Next we have number 5, LSM, Zach Connors, and his parents Billy and Courtney, along with his brother Liam. Zach will continue playing next year when he attends post-university. Next up, we have number 6, defensive midfield Charlie Shannon and his parents Michael and Allison, along with his brothers Harrison and Benjamin and sister Lila. Charlie will attend Mass Maritime in the fall. Next, number 8, goalie captain Nate Maladane and his parents Frank and Melissa, along with his brother Dustin and sister Gabby. Nate will continue playing football at Framingham State University. Next up, we have number 14, defensive midfield Braden Johnson and his parents Kevin and Deirdre and his sisters Kaylee and Adeline. Next up, number 18, defenseman Ethan Caceres and his mom Sheila, dad Jay, along with his brother Caleb. Next up is number 19, midfield Jackson Elliott and his parents Rick and Allison, along with his brother Trey and sister Cassidy. Now number 22, defenseman captain Shane O'Neill and his parents Steve and Krista. Shane will continue playing next year when he attends Franklin Pierce University in the fall. Next up, we have number 23, midfield captain Jack Martins and his parents John and Jen, along with his sister Jalen and brother Jacob. Jack will continue playing next year when he attends Southern New Hampshire University in the fall. Next up, we have number 26, defenseman Jake Giordano and his parents Stephen and Devaney, along with his brothers Ryan and Alex, sister Taylor, and niece Morgan. Jake will continue playing next year when he attends Kobe Sawyer College in the fall. Lastly, we have number 36, defenseman Tommy Peterson and his parents Ed and Amy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Alumni Stadium for WCTV of Shawsheen Tech Rams varsity game. This is our doubleheader here tonight. We just finished with the girls game where we dealt a crushing defeat here at home, but the undefeated Rams are looking to go up against Melrose, which is 10-4. Should be a fantastic game here today. The sun is shining. It's starting to go down, and as it gets colder, the game will just get hotter. So lock in and let's get loaded for senior night here at Alumni Stadium. We got a lot of seniors here to celebrate, and so the festivities had just kicked off, and you know the boys want to win for their seniors. Multiple captains here on the field, and the game gets started. Shawsheen wins the first face-off of the night. Starting to settle in and get this game booming. Josh Baker, sophomore, passes it down to number 16, Jack Carbone. Ball moving around, first opportunity, and a great save by Melrose. Unfortunately, I don't have Melrose roster, but number 48 is the keeper for Melrose, and I am a huge fan of defense, so I'm going to be giving a lot of love to the keeper. No pressure as he's coming all the way out of net here. Questionable decision-making for the effort by the Rams, but all in all, that ended up being a turnover from the keeper. So back in possession, Rams with ball, moving it over the 50-yard line. Once again, Josh Baker bringing it down with a clean cradle, looking to find some offense and get settled in. He swings the ball to number 23. That is Jack Martins, senior. Ball moves down to the X position, swinging around. Back to Josh Baker. Aggressive D-pole activity here by Melrose, trying to make sure they feel the pressure. Defending them all the way out to the 30-yard line. We're cutting it in, and a good shot opportunity that's going to stay with the Rams. And that was a nice offensive effort there. Both sides are hyped up for today's game. Melrose is screaming from the sideline just as much as the Rams are. Big defensive stop there by Melrose, and the Tech recovers. Ball on the ground, unable to scoop it up. Who wins it here? It's going to be the Rams again. Settling it back in. Josh Baker, sophomore, with the ball up at the top of the keep. He swings it around to Jack Martins. It's Captain Jack Martins looking to find some offense for his team here. Gavin Lane looking for it. He finds a teammate. Oh, what a clean shot up. He had a good look. He wasn't able to complete there. That was Quinn Carbone, Jr. and junior captain. Time of possession so far has been leaning the Rams' way. Jacoby Patterson looking to find somebody. Ball is in at the X. They look a little lost out there. Spacing's a little bit off right now. Rams are aggressive on offense, so we'll see how they handle this. He had it in his cradle. He wasn't confident he had a good touch on it, so he's looking to reset. Good shot, straight at the keep. What a great save by Melrose. Melrose walking the ball out of the net. Always makes me nervous to see a goalie out of net. Big opportunity here. Great aggressive play by the Rams. Goes for the fake, Josh Baker, and decides not to rip it. Open ball. Keeper is out of net, completely exposed right now. And that's another pass out of bounds. Keeper is looking for somebody, but not a lot of momentum getting going for Melrose right now. Active keepers are always really exciting to watch. They love to be playmakers when they get the opportunity. We got 8:55 remaining here in this first period so far. And Nate Maladane doing the same thing, bringing the ball out, opening up some space for his team. Nate Maladane is an absolute beast athlete, multi-sport star. Big-time captain for these guys. Watching him warm up earlier, you can tell he loves to talk the talk, get his team fired up. So he was challenging everybody that was just trying to warm up their shots. Ball moving back around, finds Josh Baker one more time. Jack Carbone down, ball at the X position. Jacoby Patterson looking to make a move. He's running it in. Quick goal by Jacoby Patterson. Great aggressive energy right there, looking to score. The defense is hyped on the other side of the field, but that was a nasty play by Jacoby to beat his man and find a quick corner shot there. Melrose convening on defense to make sure that doesn't happen again, and we are getting reset for the face-off.
Let's go, Red.
Face-off goes Shawsheen's way, ball on the ground, bodies on the ground. Melrose wins the face-off. Melrose rotating around. Long stick midi with the ball. He's looking to get off the field. Face off, get off is the name of the game. The pressure by Shawsheen forces another turnover there. High pass and a transition. We swapping back out players. And back in play, Rams with the ball. Strong cradle effort there by the Rams. Really holding on to the ball there. Great work. That was Quinn Carbone, junior captain. Pass down to the baseline. We keep it up at the top. Swinging it back around to the top of the key. Ball around the 40-yard line. Rams love to get a lot of momentum going on their attacks and run fast. That was a good bounce shot, a little bit off the mark there. Melrose recovers. Rams with amazing ball pressure there. He gives up on the chase down, almost intercepted it. That was a really good read by Jacoby Patterson. Another steal going to Jacoby Patterson with a goal. Melrose had the chance to get the quick snag there. Jacoby Patterson was just a little bit quicker. That was a clean shot right there with a one-on-one opportunity on the keeper. It's always tough playing in Alumni Stadium. The Tech have a really good win-at-home policy for most of their games, so it'll be interesting to see how Melrose adapts. They'll settle in, and this game's just going to get going. And we got a whistle on the face-off. Melrose with possession. Melrose bringing the ball up. Running fast, pressure immediately found by the Rams. Number 11 for Melrose bringing it all the way down. Breaks past two Rams defenders. Melrose swings it up. Good catch on the pass there. It was a little bit low. Cutting it to the opposite side, and they're trying to transition a player off the field. He almost runs into his own teammate. Another high pass. Melrose is just a little shaken getting started right now, and the Rams are letting them hear it from the bench. The sideline is roaring. It's senior night, like I said, so the festivities are in favor of the Rams. Rams deep hole taking it all the way. Midfielders stepping back accordingly. And they're swapping back for the offsides. Good defensive pressure there by Melrose to force the turnover. Can they scoop the ball? Deep hole's doing his job. Shawsheen comes away with it. Number 28 for the Rams, or for Melrose, is a beast. He is really applying the pressure there. That he forces the turnover. That's going to be Melrose's ball. Melrose here with the side out. Assumably passes it to his keep. There he goes. Keeper with the ball. Keeper trying to find somebody. He's got a guy cutting downfield for him. Keeper out of net. Keeper flings it. Always better to Hail Mary that ball, get it to the 50-yard line so that you can get back in net than it is to get a quick turnover that turns into a goal. So it looks like Melrose is going to take a timeout. So far it's 2-0, 5:39 remaining here in the first quarter, and it's by no means over yet. It just seems like they need to settle their nerves and get ready to play. So we'll be right back for this timeout. All right, sports fans, we are back for more action here. Ball is in play. I was just blessed with the Melrose Lacrosse roster, so we got this game in full swing here. Gonna go shout out Matthew Plumer, the goalie. Always got to give love to the keepers for what they do. Never leaving the field, always providing effort and hustle. Backbone of the defense. Shawsheen Tech with the ball at the X, swinging it around, trying to find some opportunity, building some space here. Drawing the defense all the way out to the 30-yard line. Loves to get into momentum. Quick pass, great catch. Ripping shot, and a banger goal right there for the Shawsheen Tech Rams coming out of the timeout, finding their opportunity. That was a great shot there by number 31. Big-time play by a big-time player. That was Quinn Carbone. The sun is coming back out, shining on this field today. We are lucky to be out here in Billerica playing with WCTV's coverage. And Shawsheen Tech fighting for the face-off, and Melrose applying quality pressure here. Looks like the Rams are going to walk away with it, swinging the ball down to the sideline. Josh Baker looking to get some opportunity going, letting his team get settled as they transition the face-off team. And the Rams settling in. Everybody gets to touch the ball here. That's what makes this team work so well. Ball movement is so key when it comes to lacrosse, especially when you can get this kind of spacing like the Rams are creating. Once again, coming all the way back up to Jack Martins. Jack Martins looking to make his move there. Oh, shot was a little bit off, but luckily his teammate was there to recover. Jacoby Patterson fighting for it. Melrose is there applying pressure. That's Sam Federico. Senior stepping up. It's a 1v1. He's not going to let Jacoby Patterson blow by him again, trying to make the recovery. Jacoby's going for the same move. Great save. That's Matthew Plummer making the move right there. And resilient play here. You've already given up 3 goals. You got to have that goldfish mentality. He's trying to find somebody to make the play to. And Melrose getting settled in, finally getting some offense going, getting across 50-yard line. Great shoulder check. And that's going to be out of bounds, it looks like. But that was a beautiful physical play right there. I mean, I come from Texas. I love to see that kind of stuff. Shawsheen Tech getting set back up. Josh Baker once again facilitating, trying to find where the defense is opening up. Ball swings back down to the X. Behind the cage, back to Josh Baker. Josh Baker's a guy that they trust here. Good pick for Josh Baker. And he drops one. Underhanded shot. Minnie Ripperton. LaFleurs is playing in the background. We are looking at a 4-0 game so far here in the first quarter. Man, that was a nice shot. Underhand. Hit the cross on the... That was a beautiful play right there. Good pick set by his teammate to open him up. We're talking about a sophomore here, guys. I mean, this is somebody that has probably gotten the ball every time they've gotten past the 50-yard line. So somebody they just have a lot of confidence here in Shawsheen. Back here for the face-off. And Nolan Clark for Melrose fighting, battling brutally. And Shawsheen comes away with it. Oh, what a cradle there by number 14 for the Tech. Holding on after all that stick action. Finds a pass and a great play to the cutter. In transition, Gavin Lane, the freshman, finds a goal. Way to run into space there and trusting that Jacoby Patterson was going to see him. That was a beautiful execution by Shawsheen. We're looking at 5-0 at 2:45 so far here. So far, time of possession has favored the Tech. We'd love to see some momentum for Melrose on the offensive side, just getting across the 50-yard line, getting some action with passing it around, let the team touch it. Quick face-off here by Melrose, looking to scoop it. Are they able to pick up possession? They've got the ball on their side for offense. It's a total scrum right now. Melrose walked away with it for a second, but the defense by the Tech is insane. Good double box out right there. Somebody's going man. They got to communicate who's going to get ball. The Tech is going to walk away with the ball. Dante Giovanni gets the win, passes it up. Good move there by Josh Baker. Nice spin move, very comfortable and confident. He's taking space out to let his midfield line exchange. Josh Baker passes it up to Jack Martins, captain. Him and Jack Martins are just having a good rhythm right now. Down to Jacoby Patterson. Coming back to Jack Martins. Jack Martins looking to make a move. That was a nice look to draw on the defense, but Melrose is fighting for it, and the Tech comes back up with it. Good stick check right there. The communication by Melrose is going to be key to them getting some turnovers here. So the Tech's got the ball. Jacoby Patterson's looking for a cutter, somebody that might make a little sneaky action here. He's got all the time in the world sitting back there. He finds his man. Wasn't able to get a clean shot off. Good defense by Melrose. Finds another one. Good opportunity. And once again, that is a huge goal for the Rams. We're looking at 6-0 with 1:09 remaining. Gavin Lane, the freshman, once again, just finding the great cut, and Jacoby Patterson keeping his eyes open. That's exactly what a captain does to pull off, help his freshman little rook get going. This is a key play right there. They keep running, and as long as they keep running, he's going to find them. He took his time. He was patient. Face-off goes Shawsheen's way. Dylan Minazian, sophomore. He's the Fogo guy. He's running off the field right now. Josh Baker with a lot of pressure right now. Melrose really giving it to him. He has to pass it out. Quinn Carbone setting up Gavin Lane, who's already on his way to a hat trick. 1 away. 35 seconds here in the first quarter, and we're trying to see what more opportunities Shawsheen can pull off here. The Rams looking to score one more time before the end of the quarter. That's just their style. Gavin Lane feeling himself, feeding him and Phantom. He finds a nice pass to the outside, spacing it back out. Good defense by Melrose. Cut to the inside, and another goal! Jacoby Patterson with a nice underhanded dumper. That was a great shot in space. He cut, broke his man, and he found the outside post to knock it in. The Rams are being tactical here. They're doing a really good job of creating space and then cutting through for good opportunities. Jacoby Patterson with his second goal on the day. That's 2 goals and I believe 3 assists, if not 4. Melrose looking to walk away with a face-off here. Charlie Hoskins is out there. Melrose, who's been having a really good season. Oh, what a ripping shot from all the way out the 35-yard line. Looks like Jacoby Patterson got his hand clipped there a little bit. Seemed like he lost a little bit of power on that, but it was an accurate shot nonetheless. We're going to go into the second quarter here, up 7 here at Alumni Stadium. I'm Jack Hamilton Smith with WCTV, and we will be right back. And we are back getting set up for the face-off that kicks off the second quarter. I'm Jack Hamilton Smith here with WCTV covering Shawsheen Tech's varsity senior night lacrosse game. And this is a serious battle on the ground here. It's the best kind of face-off, the ones that don't go quickly. People, bodies on top of bodies. The ball is rolling and the Tech walks away with it. Swinging it down to a quick goal. And a quick goal right off the bat. That was number 29. That's Sean Ritchie. That's junior Sean Ritchie with a quick goal, finding the space, and luckily his teammate found him. So it is 8-0 with the second quarter just kicking off. Man, it's always a great feeling when you get the quick face-off. That's exactly what the Fogo line is built for, to set up the quick goals just like that. Lining up for the face-off this time is Dante Di Giovanni. And he looks to get possession, but Melrose with a quick stick check to open it up. One behind him, defensive midi is long pole midi, tosses it to his teammate. Good underhand toss to Charlie Hoskins. Charlie Hoskins swings it to Sam Moore. And the ball is moving around. Leo Kleinbub moves it back to Sam Moore. And that pass was just a little bit high for Sam Moore. That was CJ Cook trying to link it up to the X, just a little bit off the mark. Nate Maladane with the ball. Nate Maladane taking his time, letting his guys get set up. Brings it up, draws in the defense, and bang, he hits his teammate in stride, Quinn Carbone. Quinn Carbone swings it back around as they want to make some exchanges on the line. Tristan Lane, who's having a really great game so far. Ball is in the X, swings it back around. Again, I'm extremely impressed by the spacing that the Rams are able to pull off. They're willing to keep the ball out at the 30-yard line. Oh, what a ripper shot right there. He looked like Quinn Carbone said, I'm feeling it. And we got an offsides. That's going to be Melrose's ball. Deepole was feeling a little bit, feeling like he wanted to help out a little bit, stepped over the line. Great stick work here by Melrose's long pole. Fantastic shot by Melrose's long pole. Wonderful shot. That's captain number 16, Dylan. And happy grandparents in the stands right now. And that was a beautiful play by a long pole midfielder, able to help get his team on the board, and that's exactly what captains do. Definitely took a couple checks there, but it's what you got to do if you want to get on the board. So this is going to be 8-1. Anybody's game. That's just the nature of lacrosse. Face-off team is getting set up, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty. Penalty on the field, so that's going to be Melrose's ball real quick. Oh, and the pass was off. Melrose was starting to build some momentum. They just got to get these passes down, settle their nerves. Nate Maladane with the ball, looking for his teammates. He's found somebody deep around the 50-yard line. He hits his teammate in stride, starts to get the ball going. Like I was saying, and it seems like we might have a timeout on the field. Looks like the Rams want to talk real quick. So with 9 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, we've got an 8-1 7-point difference here at Alumni Stadium. We'll be right back. And we are back in action here. 9 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And, ooh, what a shot. He was locked in there. Josh Baker really thought he had that one. And that's the thing I'm seeing about Shawsheen. They're not even trying to get it close and personal. They're willing to rip it from this distance. Josh Baker once again looking to figure out what's the right move for his team. Holding on to a 7-point lead right now. No reason to force anything. Forces it on the inside, and that's going to be a opportunity for Melrose. Matthew Plummer with the ball, passes it down to his long pole. Trying to build up some space, back to Matthew. Matthew's looking for a teammate there. And Milo is in possession. He's looking to bring it down the field. Number 28, Milo swings it to his partner, Robert Pino. Down in the X, and Melrose is finally getting some time of possession here, swinging the ball around. As soon as they get it going, though, Shawsheen is on them. All the way out the 30-yard line, Shawsheen's got a long pole making action. Trying to force the issue. Robert Pino has the ball. Swings it down to Sam Moore. And good defensive pressure here by Shawsheen. A flag is on the play. Not sure I agree with the flag off the bat, but we will see exactly what they do. Ripping a shot. Oh, what a save by Nathan Maladane. That was a great look there for Melrose, finally getting some opportunity. That was a clean shot on net, but Nate Maladane makes the big-time play. And I was watching Nate Maladane in the Shawsheen Tech Rams warm up earlier. He was jawing at his teammates. He was getting saves and looking at them, flicking their helmets. He's that kind of player, so you know he brings the best out of the people around him. That's why he's captain. Melrose is going to start with possession here, and they're going to be a man up as Shawsheen is going to be playing a man down here, so 6v5, 6v6, including the keep, of course. Melrose with the pass. It was a good look. He wasn't able to hold on to it. Stick swinging like crazy as Shawsheen gets it across the 50-yard line. A little bit too much pressure, and Shawsheen turns over the ball. Melrose going to be picking it up, hopefully trying to capitalize as they're a man up. And that pass, once again, was a little high. Melrose isn't connecting on their passes. No pressure coming in as Josh Baker swings the ball down to the X. And it looks like they'll probably try and work down this possession as they want to try and bring their man back so they're not playing down a player. 5v7 on offense is really difficult to pull off, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if the Tech was able to take a ripper or two from about 25 out. And it looks like the penalty is over. They are back in play. Coming into the game right now looks to be Quinn Carbone. Ball at the X, going back to Jacoby Patterson, who's transitioning into the X as they go ahead and swing around. Now that they've got everybody on the field, they want to give it back to their playmaker behind the net. And he's got an open man underneath. They're not looking at him. They finally get it to him. Back up top. They want to rip it from out there. Draws in two defenders. Back to Jacoby Patterson, who's recovering a kind of awkward pass there. Rip down to the corner. What a shot. And we keep it going here at Alumni Stadium. That was Tristan Lane. Gavin Lane and Tristan Lane both with goals in the game right now. The score is 9-1, 6 minutes remaining here in the second. Melrose gets set for the face-off. Both teams have deep holes for the Fogo squads. That one slips right past D middle for the. And Melrose in possession, trying to get some space here. Gets it to the guy who scored their only goal so far, Dylan Mestian. Melrose doing a good job now getting the passes around. Double team coming. Can Melrose hold on with the pressure? Robert holds on, swings it back down to Sam Moore. Melrose doing a good job of holding on to the ball right now. Trying to find an opportunity, sets the pick, and the Tech is all over it. Zach Connors, senior, long stick midi, is getting involved out there. Doing a really good job of reading in anticipation. Got 4 long poles out for the defensive side. They're really good at transitioning their midfielders. Trying to collapse the defense. Melrose is looking to finally make something happen here. They're not trying to rush it. Great catch and spin. Zach Connors on ball. Senior night for Zach Connors, so he wants to get a big play in, I can tell. And we are cooking here. That ball stays inbound. Melrose trying to dump it off to Robert Pino. Wasn't able to. He recovers. He's settling back in. The defense is collapsing. Robert Pino with a little bit of space, looking to make a move here. Tries to turn it back, but the Tech was there. A battle for the ball. Nobody goes man, and that's going to be a push on Melrose. Shawsheen Tech gets the ball. Nate Maladane walking the ball up. He passes it to his defensive long pole. Back to Nate Maladane. Good pass work here, except that one just was a little bit off the mark. Send that out of bounds. Nate Maladane runs back to the goal, hoping to not leave that open. And that pass was picked off from the keeper. And a goal once again for the Tech. Shawsheen with another nice knife goal right there by Gavin Lane. That officially makes the hat trick for him. He read the keeper who was trying to hit the midfielder in transition, picked off the pass by stepping in the way, had a clean shot on a 1v1. Lining up for the faceoff is Charlie Hoskins and Dante Di Giovanni. With 3:38 remaining, we've got a 9-point difference, and Charlie Hoskins with the quick pickup. Oh, slides it through, and it looks like they're going to pass that off to Nate Maladane. That was a good dump off right there by the default. That was number 18, senior Ethan. He made a great little pass off there, nothing risky. And Shawsheen is in transition, zooming down to try and set up the team. Looks like they want to swap out one of their players offside. Holding the ball, Tristan Lane dumps it off to Josh Baker. Jacoby Patterson swings it around. A shot up top. He fakes the shot. He goes for the pass, swings it to Josh Baker. Josh Baker facing a lot of defensive adversity there. He moves it to Jacoby Patterson, who's getting patient and doing his little dance to try and draw in the defense. Finds the guy down the middle. What a great pass. Jacoby Patterson with a beautiful dime there, able to set up his teammate for the goal. And that was number 29, Sean Ricci. Now, Jacoby Patterson is dissecting the Melrose defense right now. He's doing a really good job of delivering. That's what matters here, is hitting the ball in the net, trying to get it right into your teammate's stick so that he has the ability to just kind of pop it right afterwards. Clean passing work. It's 11-1. Face-off battle. Melrose doing a good job to body and box out. The Tech fighting for it. It's a total scrum on the floor right now. And we got whistles on the field. It looks like it's going to be Melrose's ball. Melrose looking to give the ball to their goalie, Matthew Plummer. Hopefully he can find somebody to get this ball in transition. That pass was tough there. He isn't allowed to go over. He's fighting for it. Good defensive effort there to try and hold back onto it by Melrose. That's Leo. Shawsheen takes it, and Shawsheen scores. Jacoby Patterson wins the battle on the ground, finds some space, and immediately hits the bounce shot. Now it is 12-1 with a minute 42 in the first half. It has been an absolute blitz from the Shawsheen Tech Rams, who do their best to always charge at full speed. That's how you hold on to winning at home and defending the home team or the home field. And this face-off was looking Melrose's way. Good help there by Tech. And a battle for the ball comes back up Jacoby Patterson's way. Jacoby Patterson settling in so that they can make the Fogo change. Midfielders moving out, transitioning to bring the offensive midfielders in. And the D-pole is stepping back on the field. Ball in the hands of Gavin Lane, who swings it back to his teammate, Quinn Carbone. With a minute remaining, I know the Tech wants to score one more time. That's just the kind of tone they set. Gavin Lane pivots it back to Jacoby. Jacoby on the inside forces it in. A lot of traffic there. Melrose comes up with it. D-pole holds on to it. Long pole trying to get there, and that's going to be out on Melrose. So 38 seconds remaining. Gavin Lane cutting it in. Finds Jacoby Patterson one more time. To the top of the keep. Quinn Carbone swings it. Josh Baker back to Quinn Carbone. Gavin Lane with the 5-hole. That was a masterful shot there. Finds a little bit of space, but just knows how to rip it. That was a big-time shot. And the Rams are screaming, it's senior night, folks, and this is exactly how you celebrate. It was a huge executed play there. They keep finding shots, and you know that they're going to keep trying to score. That's just the type of team they are. They want to run it up. Face-off is going to be going Melrose's way this time. Melrose swinging it out. Oh, a lot of bodies. 2 flags on the field. Yeah, they're going to call that quick. We had a lot of action there. Couple of sticks hitting helmets. That's just not going to be allowed. Now, you got to love the aggressive nature that the Tech play with. The Rams don't ever hesitate, but you got to be a little bit more in control. There's no reason to be slashing like that. That's going to cost them a player, but only for the next 10 seconds or so. And serving the punishment will be Dylan Manasian. 10 seconds remaining. We'll see how the ball finishes out here, and we close out the first half. They want to move quick. Melrose trying to make a play. Double team by the Tech. Swings it back to the top. The Tech says fine. You can try and rip it from 40 if you want, and we're out of time. It's been a pretty one-sided affair in this first half. The Rams love to play at home. This is just how they do. Got to give a lot of credit to Nate Maladane. He's only given up 1 so far, but more importantly, Matthew Plummer has just been facing a lot of adversity here. So we're going to see how Melrose adapts in the second half, and we want to see Shawsheen just keep it up and ramming through. So we will be right back after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm Jack Hamilton Smith here with WCTV's coverage of the Shawsheen Tech boys lacrosse varsity team. It's senior night, if you weren't aware, and the festivities already went underway. We found out how many of these guys are going to go play lacrosse in college afterwards. The score, if you can see, is 13-1. Shawsheen is just having it, and they're playing who they're best. They brought a lot of energy, and the aggressive energy has really been key to them keeping and holding such a strong lead right now. They are going to start a man down because of a couple of slash penalties that took place earlier in the second, or at the end of the second. So as we kind of figure it out, and they're going to make do with who they got. Jacoby Patterson is just keeping everybody on their toes right now, and a flag on the field. That looks like that's going to be coming on Melrose. So ball plays on as we wait to try and burn the clock out on their penalty play for Shawsheen. And the Rams swing the ball around. They've made a couple of adjustments out there, a couple of different faces, a lot of freshmen already kind of tagging in. That's kind of what the Tech does so well, is development. So they really do give their guys a lot of opportunities to figure things out. Pass down to Jacoby Patterson. Jacoby Patterson on the inside. Oh, and that was just a little bit off the mark by Jack Carbone. So we are pulling one of the Melrose players here. I imagine they're going to make some lineup adjustments after the slash penalty. They're going to be serving. It's going to be a man down on either side, so we're evened out on the field. And it's going to be Rams ball. Side out starting. Ball at the top of the key. Number 23 for the Rams is cutting it in, looking for his shot. Ooh, it's just a little bit off the mark by Jack Martin. Senior captain wanted to get his gimme goal. He's mad because he missed it. He had that one, that's for sure. He's calling for it again. I think he's going to try and force another one. Makes a quick move, passes it around. A lot of great momentum going on right now. Ooh, and a long shot, a little bit errant there. Tried to go for the bounce shot. Could have been a pretty one, but it was a little bit off the mark. Regardless, Shawsheen recovers. And the Tech up 12. It looks like the first penalty's back off, so we are back on the field. Everybody is even. No man down. A battle for the ball. There's a 3v2, and the Rams come up with it. We got another flag on the field. It's going to be on Melrose. They play on for now. Good aggression there. Nice pick set. And that was another hit to the helmet. And Melrose gets the possession. We got a penalty slash call. We're going to be sending another player to the penalty box. So Melrose is going to be playing a man down. They make their adjustments as number 28 is going to take a seat. So the Rams swinging the ball around. They're up a man right now, and they're not going to force anything crazy. Ball swings back to Josh Baker, who's at the top of the key now. What a rip down to the bottom to Jacoby. Oh, they go for the old classic fake. And almost got away with it there. That's going to be Shawsheen's ball. And it looks like we had a goalie change here for Melrose as well. Another goal for the Rams. Easy pickings. They made a goalie change. So I'm wondering what the thought process is here. It looks like Ben Laspina is in at goalie right now. They wanted to let the freshman get an opportunity to shake things up here. It's a 13-point deficit, and we've already transitioned into running clock. So in a situation like this, it's just a matter of opportunity at this point. Face-off is going to be going Melrose's way. Looks like we got a push from behind there. Melrose in transition trying to get some goals going here on offense. Melrose holding on to it. Nolan Clark is in the game. Melrose having to be forced all the way to the outside. Shawsheen does not want to let them get anything interior here. If they're gonna score, they want them to score from far. They keep them out by the hash marks or at least by the 30 or 40. Great defense here. What a shot! And Robert Pino putting them on the board. Nate Maladane with the 1v1 opportunity, and it was a really clean shot into the corner. So that is a first step to a climbing in the comeback. We got a 12-point deficit here. Nate Maladane's talking with his team right now to make sure that doesn't happen again. And that was opportunity to get the big save there by the multi-sport star Nate Maladane, captain too. It's senior night, of course. He ain't mad about 2 goals. But the opportunities were kind of slim. He hasn't had a lot of shots taken on net. So a battle for the ball here. It looks like it's going to be Rams' ball. Rams making the adjustment here. Number 14, Braden Johnson, swinging out there. He's a senior. He's getting some midfield looks today, even though he's usually a defensive midi. Nice pass to the inside. Oh, what a beautiful offense run by Tristan Lane to Jacoby Patterson. And that was just a classic little dip off right there. Hit him with the pump fake, and then he found his look. And like I mentioned, Melrose has swapped to their freshman goalie here, so they just want to give him the exposure and opportunities like this. And a 10-4 team needs to take moments like this as a learning opportunity. You're playing an aggressive squad like the Tech. They don't want to stop scoring. They're here until the clock hits 0, so their goal is just to run it up. Oh, and Josh Baker trying to make a double move, drops the ball. That pass is going to the deep hole for Melrose. He looks to scoop it up. Oh, nice quick move there. Able to get to the midfield. Can he scoop it up with possession? He's got possession. Melrose in transition. Nolan Clark trying to find a teammate. Swings it down to the X. They're going behind the keep. No one's cutting on the inside, though. There's opportunity to score here. They're just not making any movement. They want to keep it on the outside, hoping to settle in so that they can make the changes, but Melrose needs to start trying to get more aggressive on offense. Time of possession has completely favored the Tech, so Melrose now with one of their best looks on this side of the field. They're already up. The momentum is shifting a little bit here. Melrose with a cutter on the inside, creating space for Robert Pino. Robert Pino with a clean look and a better save by Nate Maladane. Good recovery by Melrose as they keep possession of the ball. And once again, this defensive line by Shawsheen is doing a great job of just putting pressure on at all opportunities. Nobody's getting open looks. There's a double team switch right there. Good deep hole attack to knock the ball out from Robert Pino, who recovers quickly. Nice scoop there by Colby Higgins. And Shawsheen Tech is doing a great job staying in front of their man. Shane O'Neill, senior, captain on the defensive side. He is up and at him. Good defensive pressure. Oh, almost an errant pass. That was a good defensive pressure to almost force the error. Great recovery by Melrose. They're looking on the inside. Great bounce shot, and we've got a game brewing, folks. 15-3. Another point up, and we are climbing. Nate Maladane. It's always hard to read bounce shots, so I know he's a little frustrated right now, but his team is up. He just has high expectations for himself. His teammates are trying to cheer him up. He just wants to be better, and he knows it. And it was good defensive effort across the board by the Tech. There's not a lot to critique here other than just trying to get a little bit of a stick in the way on those shots. Melrose fighting for the faceoff here. Good scoop by Melrose. Charlie Hoskins swings it up. CJ Cook with the ball, trying to make an opportunity. Swings it down to the X. The way that the Tech immediately pursue action is awesome to see. They are always stepping up, forcing something. Not going to let them breathe. Even with a 12-point lead, they don't want him to breathe. Melrose swings it to the X, trying to find a playmaker here. Swings it around again. Robert Pino, who's been one of the most action-oriented players on the field, is trying to make something happen. Body-on-body effort. That was great work by Charlie Shannon, the defensive midfielder. And even better long pull effort by Shane O'Neill, forcing the ball all the way out to the 40-yard line. Now it's by the hash marks, down by the X in the end zone. Swinging to Robert Pino, who wants to make a move. Colby Higgins trying to force it in. Not able to get past his man. That's Cam Banda. Cam Banda's going to be a big-time star for the Shawsheen Tech offense football this year. He was a beast of a running back earlier in the season. We got a rogue balloon flying off right now. And whistle on the field. Frustrated, Shane O'Neill thought he was going to go coast to coast. He knew with momentum like that, he had the opportunity to try and take a shot on his senior night, so he's frustrated that that whistle stopped him. There's a minute 20 on this running clock happening right now as Robert Pino takes the ball. Ball down at the X, and it's coming back around. Melrose is getting a lot of possession time here. They've been trying to force the issue here in the second half. A rip shot and a great save by Nate Maladane, diving to the ground on that shot. That was on line by Melrose, so that was a beautiful recovery by Nate. And that's how you know Nate feeling himself now. Shawsheen Tech in transition, good fake pass by Jack Martins there. Faked it out to create the space so that his teammate could get off the field. Defensive midfielder Charlie Shannon swapping out. Good pass on the inside, and that's a quick goal once again by Jacoby Patterson. Before the offensive midfielder could even get out there, they were in their bag. That was a quick 1, 2, 3, right into the basket. Everybody's stepping up into the position, and they're finding the space. These are sets that you can tell they've been practicing. Bringing it back to a 13-point difference. That all starts with Nate Maladane making the huge diving catch goal. Wonderful play there by the Shawsheen Tech Rams to close out the third quarter. Real quick, we want to shout out the people that sponsor and bring WCTV's coverage to you. WCTV is powered by Critical Mass Solar, Austin Styffe Mortgage Loan Officer. WCTV Sports is powered by B&B Training and Development, CMS Plumbing and Heating, Forrest Auto, Frangos, Giovanni's Roast Beef and Pizza Tewksbury, Knowledge Brokers Realty, McGovern Hyundai on Route 93, Rocco's Bar and Restaurant, Sarkisian Apparel, Wilmington Ace Hardware, and of course Shawsheen Tech Boys is sponsored by Bedford Pediatrics, McKinsey Forum, One Painting, and Powderly Sons Plumbing and Heating. I'm Jack Hamilton Smith with WCTV, and we'll be right back. And we are back. It's the fourth quarter. The score is 16-3, and the Rams are loving it on senior night. So the face-off that starts off this fourth is actually going to be called encroachment. Looks like he jumped the gun there, so Melrose gets possession. Quick deep hole effort, drops the ball of Melrose in transition, and we are back running on offense. He finds Jacoby on the downside. Oh, and we had a good pass right there. It was a little bit off the mark. He had a clean cutter. It was going to be such a quick trigger play, and it looks like Jacoby was a little bit off the mark there. Dropped the ball by Jack Carbone, and it was a little bit of a push from behind by Melrose. So they're discussing it, and it's going to be Melrose's ball. It wasn't a shot. It was clearly a pass. So it was a little bit of a debate here. It looks like there's a discussion between the refs, and nope, Shawsheen will keep possession here. So I think they've decided to call that a shot. Oh, and Jacoby Patterson's pass offline, one of the first times today. After 7-8 assists on the day, he can miss one or two. And Melrose running it all the way down behind the net. They've done a really good job now of starting to hold possession here. This second half has already started to go in their favor in terms of positive momentum. They're showing a lot of good signs. And Melrose swings it around. Sam Moore passes it over to Russell Hoskins. Russell Hoskins is looking for the pick to try and make a move. He swings it into this roll man. That pass is just a little bit off the mark. And Captain Leo was unable to get possession there. Nate Maladane for the Shawsheen Tech captain, senior captain, of course. Multi-star is getting the ball in possession. It's going to probably go back to the deep hole. They're just going to play a little monkey in the middle here to hold on. The Tech trying to fight through, but that was a 1v4 running straight into traffic. Melrose looking to be opportunistic here. Colby Higgins trying to build some space for his team. Defensive midfielders have already transitioned in, and Shane O'Neill is trying to make a play. Oh, and a good shot. Bounced right over the net. Nate Maladane dove for it, and we got a flag on the field. Trying to see what, it looks like there was a slash call here. And we're going to be down a man for the Tech. So the Rams will be playing down one man. They're going to make some adjustments on who gets to be on the field for their man down possessions. As it looks like that was Jackson Elliott, senior, going to the penalty box on his senior night. We've got 8:50 remaining in the fourth. The clock is rolling as Melrose gets the ball into play. And Captain Milo was looking to rip a deep one from 30. He held it out. That pass is offline. Turnover going to be Shawsheen's ball. Shawsheen looking to pick it up quick in transition. Ball in play. Shawsheen wants another one. Pass to the inside. And a bounce shot slips right past him. That's going to be another goal for the Tech. Rams finding spots they love to hit from. You got to find your kill spots. I mean, it's the best way to get efficient offense going. Kind of locking into the places you know you can get nice looks at. And a big-time goal there for the Tech. Now, the Shawsheen Tech here on senior night are enjoying a nice, comfortable 14-point lead. They need to tighten up a little bit on the slashing here. They've had more penalties. It's definitely been a one-sided affair, but they're a physical squad. So the execution on offense has zero criticisms, of course. They've been finding their cutters and moving quick. The battle for the face-off goes Melrose's way. That was a serious 1v1 duel there by the Fogo guys. And Melrose comes up quick. They start to settle in so they can make some changes here. The Tech doesn't mind if they hold the ball out by the sideline. But immediately as they start to make a move here, the Tech starts to cut it in. Pressure on ball. Melrose trying to space it out. They want to get another goal going here. Looks to make a move. Good defense by the Tech. Dylan Manasian really being aggressive there with his stick. And that popped out from the Melrose net, and that's going to be Shawsheen's ball. Nate Maladane settling in. There's 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in this game. He pops it off to his defensive long pole. That's Ethan Caceres, another senior here on the team. In transition, this pass work is beautiful here by the Tech. And a ripping shot! Beautiful play by Josh Baker. I mean, that was just beautiful execution on offense. It was always one pass ahead. He had all the space and opportunity and just lined up a shot. But that's a player they trust on offense. Josh Baker's only a sophomore. They let him touch the ball at least once possession every time they get it across the 50-yard line. He lined it up and just drilled it right into the left side of the net. It is 18-3 with 5:44 remaining. A wonderful game here by the Tech. And we got whistles on the field. That's going to be the Tech's, or Melrose's ball, I apologize. As Melrose makes quick transitions, and it looks like the man down is no longer in effect. So the Melrose looking to get a quick goal in. What a shot! And Robert Pino with another quick goal. I think he's maybe one shy of the hat trick right now. That was a good look there, and it looks like we swapped out our goalie to give Nate Destino a little bit of opportunity here at the end of the game. Exposure is always important when it comes to developing a program like the Tech have. So with a 14-point lead, they want to swap in their sophomore, let him get some looks. Trying to replace somebody like a captain in your goalie spot is always hard to do, so you got to start them early, start building them up. It's exactly what Melrose is doing right now, trying to build up their freshman goalie, give him some opportunities in a game like this. Melrose with another face-off opportunity here, running in quick. They should try and get a goal going before the defense gets settled, but they're trying to make their substitutions first. Sam Moore's got the ball down behind the net. A pick coming. Try and force the guy into the defender would be helpful for him. He wants to try and get those picks set up, make his teammate have an easier job. What a save there by the Tech. Fantastic looks. That's exactly what we're talking about. Give your sophomore some time and opportunity. Let the game come to him naturally. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's going to, they're trying to score. They're in form right now, and they're going to get a couple of bounce shots here and there, but that was a clean look, and he got a great save. Good physical play here by the Rams, trying to force him out of bounds. Charlie Hoskins running it in. He finds a teammate. That was a good pass. He's found somebody with some space, and he rips it. What a shot! Melrose with another one. And that shot was from about 30 feet or 30 yards out. That was a great, from the 30-yard line, excuse me. That was a great shot there by Melrose. Again, it's all about exposure and opportunity. So even on senior night, it's important to work on developing your players. That's what Shawsheen is doing right now. Just giving Nate his credit a second ago. Nate Deshino, the sophomore, building him up right now. Let him get some in-game experience against a team that really, really wants to score to let off some steam. Going back into the face-off. Melrose has been winning all the face-offs here in the end of the fourth, so it's a really good look for them for this momentum. Charlie Hoskins with another good pass, getting it down. That was a great catch there, nice and athletic. And that one slips by Nolan Clark. Quick scoop by Shawsheen, looking to get in transition. Deep hole in action. Good pass and play there by number 35, freshman Alex Giordano. Nolan Harrison with the ball right now, sophomore, getting some exposure too, getting his opportunity, maybe trying to figure out a good play for the squad. We've pretty much transitioned most of the seniors out of the lineup on senior night. This is where the sophomores and freshmen get a chance to figure out how they can execute just like their upperclassmen. Of course, the stabilizing force is Jacoby Patterson. And again, it's his senior night, so he might want to rip another one. Again, you got to work on those rolls there. Man for ball, and Jacoby Patterson comes up with the ball. And we got a whistle on the field. It's going to be Shawsheen's Shawsheen will be turning over the ball here. We got a minute 40 remaining. It's a 13-point lead for Shawsheen. It's really a matter of just working on these defensive skills here. So don't let them score again. It's the end of the game, and it's your home. Home court. He's breaking it all the way in. Good transition speed. Having composure when you're running full speed away from a defender, that's the hard part about lacrosse. You're going to overthrow the pass, put a little bit too much juice on it every now and then. Robert Pino with the ball. There's a minute 12 remaining. Of course, I don't think he's going to force anything too dangerous, but he's one shy of a hat trick, so I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't want to make a move here. Here he goes, and that shot was a little bit off the mark. A dive there by number 24 for the Tech. He was just trying to be close. That was Andrew Santo Jr. trying to help with get possession back on that shot attempt. Melrose swings the ball around. What a shot attempt, but even better save by Nate DeShino. There's 35 seconds remaining. Let him get comfortable holding the ball and dragging out the defense. He's taking them all the way in. Good pass look. He found a good look there. Great, even better pass on the inside. Oh, and just off the mark. I think he had a better look initially, but he wanted to take that extra step for power. Completely understandable, but just a little bit off the mark. Now there's 13 seconds left. The Tech wants to score again. That's just their nature. He's going to give it to Jacoby. Jacoby's got 7 seconds remaining on the clock. Does he get one more off? Jacoby Patterson on the inside. He had a dump-off pass to number 17. He wasn't able to accomplish the pass, so Brody Patterson and Jacoby Patterson trying to link up for the final shot of the game. It's 18-5. That's the final score here at Alumni Stadium. They run out to their sophomore goalie, who had a really nice close to the game. Of course, Nate DeShino did all the light work at the end while Nate Maladane set the tone. It was senior night here at Alumni Stadium. The Shawsheen Tech Rams served it up good like they usually do. Thank you guys for joining us here at WCTV. My name is Jack Hamilton Smith, and I'm happy to say that it was a successful win for the Shawsheen Tech Rams boys varsity lacrosse. Y'all have a great night and join us again.